Oops, welcome, this is Nathan and welcome back to another video. I wasn't on it for a minute, that was weird. And welcome back to Alternative Future of the World Season 2, Part 11. So, this series is starting to ramp back up. It's coming near its end, as I said in Part 10. 17 episodes, so you still have quite a lot left. Might change, might not, but for now, what I have planned is 17 episodes. The last video, a ton happened, I think. The main one, I might not remember everything that happened. We saw the full-on collapse of the Soviet Union, leading to them joining the Axis, as well as Romania joining the Axis. I don't really remember what else happened. But today we are going to continue taking a look at what's going to happen, and not really much is going to happen in this episode. It's more going to be relaxed, I think. Still wars, obviously. Why wouldn't there be wars? But we're going to begin off with over here. Now, with the Soviet Union's collapse, this is going to free up a lot of space for the military... The Middle Eastern faction. The Middle East faction. As now they can see a lot of easy targets on their borders. One of them is... I didn't even point this one out. I don't even think... Yeah, some people might notice. The Caucasus region. We're going to call it Caucasia. We're not for long. Because Turkey and Iran both have some things they have to settle with these guys. They didn't do anything wrong, but if you remember correctly, these guys used to be part of the Soviet... These guys used to be part of Iran and Turkey. So, we have Turkey and Iran both declaring war on Caucasia, and this is going to absolutely terrify the poor little nation. The army isn't even fully, ready yet to fight. To be honest, the Middle Eastern faction just was thinking to themselves about invading us if the Axis would get upset or not. The Axis said they had no business here. So sadly, within even a few weeks, not even a few weeks, Caucasia is going to collapse. Let's take a look at this peace treaty. And just like that, Caucasia is dead. And the final expansion that the Middle Eastern faction is going to do is they're going to come over here to the Central Asian Union, which is electing its first leader. And there's a lot of different guys. I'm not even going to name them all. But they're going to have fun stuff in this country to make the Middle Eastern guy win, who hates literally everyone except from the Axis and Middle East. I mean, he kind of hates the Axis as well, but to be honest, if you hate the Axis, you're kind of at... You can't exactly hate the Axis because they're allies with the Middle Eastern faction, kind of. So, this guy will put his country inside of the Middle Eastern faction, giving this alliance a massive step up. And it really does look like that the world is starting to turn for the worst. As neutrality is kind of dying and lots of countries are starting to, get influenced by the Axis and Middle Eastern faction. And that's not good, because Switzerland and the Allies already know that's not good. Because Japan literally just exploded, and there's a lot of countries over here which have just become independent. And there's really good chance that when they elect their first leader, it could end up with them joining the Axis. Now, China and Bangladesh, they aren't joining the Axis, same with Xinjiang, because they already have their leaders. Bangladesh was already a country before Japan invaded them, so Bangladesh and China are not joining any alliances. Siberia, on the other hand, was under Japanese rule for a long time, and they just got out, and to be honest, they're extremely weak, so there's a good chance that the Axis could just invade them or get them to join their alliance. Korea, Manchuria, I don't think they would join unless something happens. Southeast Asia, definitely not. But Africa is neutral, and obviously Germany doesn't like neutrality, so they don't want Africa to be neutral. And if you remember what I said a while ago, it wasn't that long ago, it was 2 episodes ago, when Algeria invaded Libya, the Neutral Alliance gave them a warning. Well, now that they've seen troops going on the border of Chad, they're going to give Algeria the final warning, but Algeria is not going to listen to them, and Algeria is going to break that thing they had with them and go after Chad. So basically, Algeria just violated the thing that they agreed to. So Algeria is kicked out of the African Order, and to be honest, Algeria doesn't care. This Algerian guy is kind of insane. Now, this is going to worry the Allies a lot, and immediately Germany is going to act friendly to Algeria, and that's going to lead to, sadly, Algeria hating, well, the Allies, so, yeah. Egypt's also going to join this war, as these two are actually pretty close now, and poor Chad is about to get absolutely demolished. I feel bad for Chad, the way they've gone out in both series. So Algerian troops exit down from their country and begin to head down towards N'Djamena, and Egypt does the same. Egypt is obviously stronger than Algeria in this scenario, so Egypt's going to have the upper hand here, pushing through. Algerian troops are going to make a push down towards N'Djamena and actually capture the city and encircle some Chadian troops. These Chadian troops will be killed off, and with not really much land left, we have some more sweeping campaigns through the Chadian desert, and Chad will surrender. I feel bad for the way Chad has to go out sometimes. Pretty lucky. Not really. Chad lost some of the northern bits of land, and sadly, Chad was turned into a puppet of Egypt, which, if Chad is now a puppet and they have a new government, they're going to join the Middle Eastern faction, which at this point is now spreading into Africa, and also kind of Asia. It's kind of lost, I think at this point it's kind of lost the name of the Middle Eastern faction, because countries outside of the Middle East are starting to join it. So, they may as well change their name to the Middle Eastern, the Asian faction. That is rubbish. That is not what I'm going with. The League of Asian Countries? Yeah, let's call it that. So, the League of Asian Countries. And, it's growing a lot. Let's just say that. Now, Algeria, they're neutral now. And they're gonna join an alliance. What alliance, you may be thinking? It's not the African Order, they are not allowed to join that. So, Algeria is gonna join... It's gonna join the Axis. You heard me right. Algeria has joined the Axis. This now gives, I think, the first border of the... Wait, is it the first border? Between the Middle Eastern No, it's not. Okay. Well, this is now the second border between the Middle Eastern faction and the Axis, and at this point, the Allies are now in just... Switzerland's telling them, we gotta do something. What are we gonna do about this? Sadly, nothing. See... the influence of the Mediterranean... Oh my god, that's Allies dead. Ever since World War III ended, I mean, the Allies didn't exactly win that war. In all reality, I would say they even lost it. Because the Mediterranean Order fell. One of their allies, a whole alliance fell to the Axis. And now that the fact that Japan has fallen, that's given the Axis a lot more freedom over here in Asia. Same with the League of Asian countries. And now that the fact that Soviet Union's gone, it's not looking good for the Allies. Let's just say that. This African order is now actually going to expand a lot more. The fact that, that's not right. Well, the fact, it's going to expand a lot more, that's what I'm trying to say. Especially now that, the League of Asian countries and their access is starting to spread down into here. Yeah, it could get pretty messed up if they don't do anything. So first off, this abomination will be joining the African Order. It doesn't keep them safe, but at this point the African Order is realizing that the Axis and the League of Asian Nations could easily wipe them out. Ethiopia's going to hold off from joining, and they just don't want to join. Angola will join, just to save himself. These guys down here, Madagascar, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and South Africa, they're not really bothered. Nigeria's not bothered, Liberia and Ghana are neutral. So, we can see that neutrality is starting to die out. And the world is starting to look a lot more sided to one area. The Axis, I'd say at this point, definitely overpowers the Allies in each and every way possible. I mean, the Allies, they're peaceful, they're not expansionist. They don't expand unless it's like a world war. The Axis, on the other hand, is an expansionist alliance. Same with the League of Asian Nations countries. They are both expansionists, and what they're doing is kind of out of the Allies' control unless they go to war with them, which is not a good idea. This happened in the first season. The WDO didn't do anything about the world order expanding. Well, the Axis, I guess. They didn't do anything about them expanding, because they couldn't. If they did anything, it would be a world war, and they didn't want a world war, they just wanted to relax. But that led up to the point where there was no turning back, and it led to them collapsing. And then that happened again, but they came back. But that didn't happen again. They came back, but then sadly, it happened, World War V happened, and, well, let's just say nobody survived that. Everyone died. Switzerland was the only one who survived. Switzerland, seeing this, is in worries. Switzerland is now realizing that the world has made the mistake it did last time. And Switzerland is preparing the time machine because they already know that something bad is going to happen. Again, though, there are countries that... Again, though, with Romania in the Axis, let's just say, they've been telling some stuff to the Axis, and the Axis now knows of Switzerland's time machine. At this point, nobody knew about the time machine other than this one Romanian guy and Switzerland. But now that Germany knows, and also everyone else in the Axis, it's now spread down towards the League of Asian countries. And now it's kind of all over the news and stuff. And let's just say nearly the entire world knows about Switzerland's time machine. And there are some countries that probably shouldn't know about it, such as Germany. But they're not going to do anything about it because they don't want to cause a war yet, because they're not ready. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. Anyway, I think that'll be it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.